What is up, guys? Aoshi here, and I'm showcasing my community that I made at Sanctuary from Fallout 4. Now, this is dedicated to the two lovely ladies in Twitch, Bluejay and Beemes. Ladies, if you're here, thank you for taking the lovely time out of your busy schedule to check out what I've made. It wouldn't be possible without the two of you inspiring me to kind of finish what I started, and not to mention get some ideas from you guys, and hopefully I'll pass it on as a common courtesy to hopefully see you guys what you get to finish when you guys are finished with your game, and so forth. I'm actually kind of curious on seeing the full finished project as well as maybe a guided tour like I'm doing for you guys. Now, if you're not those two, that's okay, no problem. I'm actually kind of curious on what you guys happen to do for your guys' community, whether it's just the straight game or if you have it modded and whatnot. It's really curious what people can do with their creativity and so forth. So without further ado, come out and check out my crib. Okay, as we cross this lovely bridge that isn't falling apart, we are literally at the gates of Sanctuary with the lovely vertebrate in the background there. We got the nice USFA flag and Brotherhood steel. Of course, I got lots of turrets galore, as well as our very productive water purifier over there. Passing through the gates here, and to the building to our left, I did kind of experiment with some Institute pieces here, and even threw in some, well, attempted it my first bathroom. This was kind of a mistake that I originally started with. Kept it and decided to turn into an impromptu vertebrate pad, as you can see here, complete with defenses and so forth. They didn't really have any lights to do like a little runway thing, so I had to settle for candles here, and then I kind of screwed up there as well. Now, of course, crossing this overpass here leads into the food source, the crops of Sanctuary. These are all planters provided by the mod, which instead of giving you fractions for certain items, everything is whole numbers here. Of course, you can still assign people to it, and I don't know if they're in radius to even do something like that, but it seems to work out pretty well in terms of my stats here. As you can see, running 40 people, not 4 people, sorry. And of course, I have reduced the size altogether, so there is no cap. Of course, it does kind of hurt my frame rate. I normally would be going above 60. I'm down to about 40 something with the amount of objects that are in here. So now, of course, minus the lack of people here, this is supposed to be a store sort of community. Now, of course, I will expand this in the future, but it's really hard to see where this is going to go with the fact that any type of official mods from Bethesda regarding home building, aside from what's already here, I don't know if they're going to expand on that or not. So, well, we can only hope and see. Moving on, we are leading into my house. Now, of course, I normally would have stairs here, but for whatever reason, the switching the cameras here, the residents love to like somehow teleport and sleep in my bed, as you can see here. Of course, I have a little trusty desk where I throw all my stuff, some props, and as well the lovely bathroom, complete with the door, Christmas tree from earlier in the year, which I wanted to do earlier, but that didn't work too well, and a lovely bathroom fixture, which some of you guys have seen on Twitter. Some of these objects are clearly mods, so fortunately they're not in the build list. You can't find the magazines on here, so that's the reason why I resorted to that. Of course, the little heated heating system there, fireplace, non-functional, specific furniture, a TV that actually has a different picture other than the one that powers up, jukebox, which is part of that normal stuff, and a stereo that doesn't work. Moving on, we do have a lovely kitchen, which, as you can see, cooking stove is usable. Because of the mods, a lot of the objects do fall through some of the surfaces. As you can see, the cafeteria tray is partially embedded into the table here. And then you have the food on the ground, which kind of messes up what I originally wanted planned, but there's not much you can do with that. A lot of the other objects here, storage. These are all mods right here, mixed in with some other objects. These you can create off of metal, steel, and oil. Sorry. The only problem is because it is a movable object, you can like bump it and knock it over. So as you can tell here, so I would recommend probably replacing them with other lights of some sort. And of course, my little workstation, my lovely T60, as you can tell. I am running an armor mod. You can't really tell with this paint scheme, but when you're running just bare metal, you can actually see a lot more sharper textures in the settings there, or in the image there. Going into craft, oops, and it does kind of lag a little bit. Just kind of show you an option. If I wanted to change this, I actually have much of the basic options, but what they've done with the armor mod is you're able to change the paints without any type of material requirements, but it's more of any type of upgrades you want to do. You obviously still have to fork up the required stuff, which also even can include certain abilities to be present before you can do it, which is kind of normal. So backing out of this, we're heading up to the roof or the ceiling area, which, as you can see, I've introduced, well, I've thrown some top tier, well, not really top tier, but industrial grade generators, and tried to make it a little more realistic with the pylons. Got a little hardened sentry bot here. Yes, sir. And then I got the turrets all banning here. Now, of course, as you can tell, I do have colored trees. That's also part of the mods that I'm running. And we'll head down and we'll see the rest of the area. Oops. Jumping down, we do have some more settler quarters. I didn't really get too crazy with it. As well as an armor bay for my companions whenever I get this all squared away. Of course, I didn't upgrade these armor, so you still have that rustic look, but you can tell more so with the Minutemen textures here. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'm going to try to get as close as I can. And it gets really, really, really detailed there. Of course, backing out. Got some robot security, makes the settler pretty happy with the little robot security mod. Moving along, got some benches here, a little more of a life and structure with the community here. Another farming area that I'm kind of experimenting with visually wise, as well as a lovely gun range, which you can plink and do stuff with. Of course, they don't really have any signs that you can stick onto this area, so all the stuff tends to just fall over, which is kind of sad, really, because it'd be kind of nice. Because I have these targets over here, which are part of the decorations, but they tend to, as you can tell, move around, and it just kind of sucks. And then moving on, we have 2 more vertebrate helipads, or just pads in general. Non-functional radar dish, some Brotherhood of Steel stuff over here. As well as more sentry bots, which I know it's a little OP, but it's kind of crazy just to see the extra security. Walking along the path here, pretty much covered from any angle. It's pretty massive, and even with the mods that I have, you can actually add vehicles too. Not that they're usable, but it does kind of make it look kind of cool looking. Prop wise, these are obviously lifted off the ground because of the mod, because of the way it's designed, but it's still kind of neat to see. Now, soon we'll be, I'll be transitioning into nighttime, and I'll show you guys what this looks like at night. So, now that we've transitioned into night, let's go and see Sanctuary from the way we came in before. And here we go. Now, one of the big mods that I did kind of play around with was the better lighting mod, which makes all your settlement lights 3 times as bright. Now, of course, you can make them darker or adjust them however you choose, which I actually did, as you can see. It looks pretty damn cool. It makes it a lot brighter to see from far away, as you saw us leading up to the town. Even the little lights over there that are kind of like the those work style lights for like automobile, not construction, but just working on your car and whatnot. It's so bright. Now these street lights, the mod doesn't really have a thing where it lights them up. They're actually probably broken just from the little bitmap texturing that they're using. The people who, excuse me, the mod makers. So they don't really light up, but the area does light up, as you can see. And off of the little textures here. Little hanging lights here. Now, of course, unfortunately, they don't have a string-like mod, as a lot of people like to not necessarily suggest, but the other ideas out there, unfortunately, until they put one out, it doesn't do such a thing, and it's not something you can unlock, sadly, because it would be nice. Hell, I would even take Christmas lights. So, same area that we passed through, just a lot brighter at night. Now, of course, the spotlight turrets, they are pretty damn cool. Apparently, the light mod does affect them quite a bit, so if you have them strategically placed out, it does light up your community quite a bit. Of course, same area that we're walking through again. Of course, I do have this little platform for testing out some stuff. And then, of course, you crazy blokes, this is a generator. This is a industrial generator that somebody pulled off of. So that's kind of cool. One of the mods I'm running in addition to the longer power lines and the pretty much the Homemaker and the settlement stuff is there's a better generator mod which tweaks I believe the power output as well as the amount of types of generators that you have. So this is obviously a large one right here, but yeah, it's pretty neat. And of course, you can add big giant trees like this one here. It's pretty awesome. And just to make sure I'm not lying to you, this is a user placed one, which is really nice, especially if you want to put some life back into your community and not be so depressed with all these well, broken down trees, which like that one there, you can't really break down. Alright folks, that ends the tour of Sanctuary. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for taking time out of your schedule to take a look at what I've put together. If you guys have any examples that you guys want to show off, definitely message me on Twitter at twitter.com/x Aoshisan, and I hope to see you guys very soon, or even on stream at Twitch. So till then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.